Right, welcome Monsterverse lovers, Godzilla fans, Kong, homies. I'm not going to do that again, my god, that was not good. Anyway, Monarch is getting a second season, but also loads of spin-offs announced, multiple spin-offs of the Monarch show. So, you know when Legendary, sort of head of distribution or whatever it was, recently came out, global programming, recently came out and was like, you know what, Godzilla, Kong, the new empire, it's looking good. It's looking good. But we gotta wait and see. Nah, man, they were bluffing. This is great news. Really, really, really good news. So here we have it, courtesy of Variety. The Monsterverse will continue. And we'll get more movies. Like, absolutely, we're going to get more movies. If they're continuing this, they're continuing the movies as well. So, Monarch Legacy of Monsters renewed for Season 2. Multiple spin-offs in the works at Apple TV+. Now, I'll get to the news in a minute. I will just sort of briefly go over my opinion of Monarch. Look, I'm excited for Monarch Season 2 to come back. Or Monarch to come back for a Season 2. And the reason why I say that is there was potential in the show. I don't think it stuck the landing on all of it. I think the things set in like the 50s or whatever it was perfect. I think all of that was absolutely amazing. But the constant disjointedness, going backwards and forwards, the unlikable characters in the future, their quite strange motivation for doing certain bits and pieces, and the inclusion of some random bits and bobs that kind of went nowhere and was included for inclusion's sake, did let the show down. However, having said that, Season 2 will tell us whether the filmmakers have listened to the fans, right? They've taken the criticism on board and they've run with it and improved. I really, really hope so. Obviously, this new season, I can't imagine they're going to go backwards and forwards in time, but follow the people that work. You know, follow the people that are likable. Follow the fan favourites. Don't necessarily just bring everyone back because you can. Right? That's important. Don't just do that. That's stupid. And even follow something else. You know, there's no harm following something else. But anyway, let's take a look at the news first. So, Monarch Legacy of Monsters has been renewed for Season 2 at Apple TV+, Variety has learned. In addition, and this is the real surprise, and it is surprising, Apple has struck a deal with Legendary Entertainment to develop multiple spin-off series set in the so-called Monsterverse. Exact plot details for the spin-offs are being kept under wraps. I mean, this is a big get for Apple TV or Apple TV Plus, whatever you want to call it. That's amazing, right? They're becoming a big player. They've got some big titles. Godzilla as a title, a product, you know, an IP, which is what the Monsterverse is. That's crazy and really, really good. I must probably have to renew my subscription because I cancelled it. But good for them, and good for them to develop multiple spin-offs. Now, it's important to note, guys, look, at the end of the day, not all of this is a guarantee that it's going to get made. Season 2, I think, is pretty much a guarantee, but the spin-offs, they'll develop them. Some of them will get made. Maybe all of them will, but it's not a guarantee that all of them will get made from the off. It says this: Monarch Legacy of Monsters, this is a statement, by the way, has left an incredible imprint on the hearts, minds, and imaginations of audiences around the world, led by the brilliance of Chris, Matt, Kurt, Wyatt, and the incredibly gifted, talented cast and creative team. This is from Morgan Wandell, Head of International Development for Apple TV+. We couldn't be more excited for viewers to not only have the chance to experience even more thrills in Season 2, but to embark on epic new journeys in the franchise as we expand Legendary's Monsterverse. Now, I will say this, I do hope Legendary keeps a handle on all of this. And although they're able to develop these spin-offs and go elsewhere, I hope that Legendary keeps canon intact. Because there is, you know, Legacy of Monsters did pull some things into question, but not all of it. And I'm hoping with a follow-up season, it moves it further and we can see stuff going in the direction where everything becomes cohesive. Make sure, this is my tip to you, Monarch, just keep it canon, you know, don't break the law. The first season of Monarch Legacy of Monsters start Kurt and Wyatt Russell, Anna Sawai, Kersey Clemens, Ren Watabe, Marie Yamamoto, Anders Holm, John Goodman, Joe Tippett, Elisa Lasowski. And the official description for Season 1 states, and this is what I'm just going to cover it because it'll be interesting to see whether they'll continue it. Following the thunderous battle between Godzilla and the Titans that leveled San Francisco, shock and revelation that monsters are real, Monarch Legacy of Monsters tracks two siblings, Sawai Watabe, following in their father's footsteps. I don't know if they can keep that going. I mean, the stars of the show were Kurt Russell and Wyatt Russell. Is Kurt Russell still alive? Maybe. Maybe. Do we see him die? I don't know. There's a lot here that could work. I mean, even having Yamamoto, can't remember her name, the individual that played the woman that got stuck in the Axis Mundi, because it's not actually the Hollow Earth, it's a weird temporal junction or something like that. Very odd. But maybe she could come back and they'll go somewhere there. I don't know. There's a lot to there. This is great news. The series was created by Chris Black, Matt Fraction, both serve as co-runners, executive producers. So they're still on board, obviously. This is good, you know. The Toho's still producing, of course. Season 2 renewal and spin-off deal marks the latest expansion of the legendary Monsterverse. The company has found great success with the franchise on the big screen, beginning with their Godzilla film 2014. Since then, they've released the films Kong Skull Island, Godzilla King of the Monsters, Godzilla vs. Kong, Godzilla Kong the New Empire. I mean, all of them combined $2 billion at the box office. That's not bad. You can see why they want to continue it. But where to go? Where would you like them to go, ladies and gents? Tell me that. Genuinely, I'm very, very curious. Where would you like them to go? I think there's a lot you could do here. I think listen to the feedback. Obviously, now, hopefully, we're not going to do the backwards and forwards nonsense, but stick with the characters that worked. Not all of them did. Not necessarily for the actors' fault, but stick with the characters that work. I mean, I'm very, very excited for this. Cautiously optimistic. Again, I didn't love Season 1. There was a lot that they did right with it. I'm very curious about the spin-offs. And where you're going to go with the spin-offs. There's a lot you could do there. And the reason why I'm quite excited and curious about it is, you know, I don't think anyone was expecting what they delivered in Monarch either. You know, there was some pretty big surprises there and expansions to the mythos which didn't play it safe. Apple TV Plus did not play it safe with Monarch Legacy of Monsters. They didn't. There are some things which they included and expansions where you're like, sorry, what? Like proper sci-fi territory, Axis Mundi, all these kind of things. So if they keep that up, that's really, really good. Anyway, before I choke again, thanks so much, guys. Leave your thoughts down below. Hit subscribe. Take care. Bye-bye now.